Hello and welcome to a GYST day with Jordan. I went and got groceries this morning, so I'm going to put in a couple of clips here. I'm about to jump into a Zoom call. While I am in the Zoom call though, I'm going to take you guys back and show you my grocery haul from this morning. Wait, before we cut away, I do want to share, this is going to be more mom's version of a GYST day, and I think it would be cool to do this every single week. Let me know what you think. If you don't feel like it fits very well on this channel, I would love to know so I don't spend so much time doing it. But I think every week I will share a grocery haul with you guys. We will do some planning. Later today, we're gonna do some quarter 1 planning. So we're gonna be doing that in today's video. I'm just gonna be bringing you guys along my day, and we are going to focus on sort of what a GYST day would look like for a mom. Or does look like for a mom. Anyway, let me go ahead and roll the clips of the morning grocery trips that I went on. If you have been around this channel, you know that we are focusing on cutting our grocery costs this month. So I'm happy to say that I spent $105 on all of these groceries, as well as some dishwasher detergent, which is back there. We will talk about that in a minute, but let's start with groceries. I did have to shop around to 3 different places, but I got the bulk of these things from Walmart. So I did get the milk from Walmart, and then I got the boys some chips. There is this giant family bag of Bugles, and then 2 containers of Pringles. This is kind of a meat heavy haul, and these meats should last us for at least a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks. I got the boys chicken nuggets. These were on sale at Walmart. I want to say about $5 a bag, and they're typically $7. One of my boys likes hot and spicy, the other likes plain. So we really enjoy this brand, and that again should be something that lasts for a couple of weeks. Next to the 2 bags of frozen veggies, I do have 1 loaf of bread. Guys, I just discovered Walmart bread. I want to say like 3 months ago. It was $1 or like 98 cents when I first switched over from a more expensive brand. It's now like $1.28, so it is slowly sneaking up in price, but still not bad. And then 2 pounds of carrots. My boys go through a bag of carrots like this size every single week. String cheese. This is something that my oldest son enjoys every once in a while. This will last us at least a month, maybe 2, because most of us don't eat this. And then this is a broccoli cauliflower bag from Walmart. This was kind of pricey. I want to say this was like $4, but my boys are starting to help me with cooking, and they needed this for one of the recipes that they want to cook this week. Same thing, we needed cilantro, so we did pick up some cilantro for a recipe that my boys are cooking. This Olive Garden ranch, it's a Parmesan ranch. I am excited to try that one. It looks really good. And then just needed some more pickles. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this sauce. Somebody let me know how to say this. Y'all know I butcher names of literally everything, but we needed this again for that recipe that my boys need. So bananas here in the back, that was not on sale, but everything else here on this side of the table, I did shop at 2 different stores to get these items at a lower cost. So I got these bags of cheese. It was 2 for $4. From the same store, they had avocados on sale for 29 cents. Y'all know we never see avocados these days for 29 cents, so I was very excited about that. 88 cents for 2 cucumbers. From the same store, I did get chicken breasts. They were $1.49 per pound, so I went ahead and picked up 2 of those. We don't eat a ton of chicken breasts in this house. These 2 packs alone should last us for maybe a month. Eggs, I'm not sure I got this on a good sale. It was $4. What are eggs running for right now, guys? I saw online a better price, but they didn't have the one that I was after, so I just went ahead and picked them up anyway. And then before we move on to the hamburger meat, I do want to bounce back. The only thing I skipped were these Halo oranges. For a 2-pound bag, these were $1.99. That was a sales item as well, so I was very excited to find that. Back here, we do eat a lot of hamburger meat in this house, but we typically get 80/20. This is 73/27. We're gonna try this out because it is about half the price, so I'm gonna see how we like this. I paid $9.09 for almost 5 pounds of hamburger meat. So if we like this, I'm gonna go back to the store and just stock up, because this hamburger meat, this is a lot, but this will probably last us for a couple of weeks because we do use hamburger meat a lot more than we use chicken breast. Before we finish out this haul, I do have just a couple more things. I got these from Walmart. I do include our cleaning supplies and our toiletries in our grocery budget. So I did include these, and then I have 5 of these. I didn't want to bring all the waters over here because this is like the furthest place away in the kitchen from where they will end up like living and going, but I did get 5 waters. I really need to get a nice water purifier, but I don't have that right now. So I did just pick up 5 waters for the week. So I was able to get all of these groceries for $105. I don't think that's too bad at all, especially considering the chicken nuggets and all of the meat on this side. The meeting with the sponsor went amazing. Also, I just changed into a comfy shirt. Like, why was I in a not comfy shirt? I am at the house. While we are talking about sponsors though, I have questions, guys. How do we feel about sponsors being on the channel? I'm very excited about the sponsors. And I do want to say, I just want to take this moment to announce, I am sharing a sponsor. It does not necessarily mean that I think that you have to or you even should get the thing or be a part of the thing. It's just something that I'm excited about. It's something that I'm doing. It's something that I align with, because trust me when I say tons of sponsors, can you guys hear the guinea pigs in the background? It's not for you. Tons of sponsors reach out to me every single day. It's just something that companies do. They reach out to YouTubers to be on the platform, right? Well, my channel is just now, I would say, at the point where it gets enough traction to draw in a lot of potential sponsorships. I will say, I don't say yes to everyone, but I'm at the point where I think I will say yes to a couple people per month. Being a sponsor on the channel, integrating sponsors into the content, or even making videos specifically for the sponsor. It's just at a point where I think it's a great idea, but I don't want you guys to feel like I expect you to purchase things or I expect you to participate in things. Because it is a budgeting channel, I just feel, I don't know, I feel nervous about putting sponsors on the channel because of course this channel is all about saving money. Sometimes I just want to share stuff, but let me know in the comments what you think and how you feel about sponsors being on the channel. At a minimum, I want you to know that I don't expect you to participate in something if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back to lunch. I'm absolutely starving. And then we're gonna move on to getting some cleaning done around the house and then working on our Q1 goals. Very excited about that. Start with you. Hi, Tweaks. Are you ever in your house and you're like, oh, it's such a mess in here. Whose turn is it to clean? And then you remember it's your job. So that's where I'm at with that. I think I'm going to focus my cleaning efforts in the office because I do want to be able to make it to quarterly goals before I go get the kids today. And the office is a mess as well. So we're at least gonna get the office done. The office is definitely top priority. Can you guys see like the pile of things over here? I can't function or work or be creative at all when the office is a mess. Let's get this done. All right, the office is cleaned. I wanted to switch my desk around. Okay, you guys know I change around my office a lot. Okay, I'm gonna flip this camera around so that you guys can see. So when I first walk into my office, the desk is now on this side. It had always been on this side, but whenever I'm working, if I have any meetings or calls, it is so dark filming against this wall. I need some light. So I put my cameras in front of the window. So when there's some kind of meeting or something, there's more natural light, which just looks 1,000 times better. So the desk is now on that side. This light is not gonna stay here. That's what I'm using to hold my phone while I'm doing these like GYST style videos. And then on this side now, we have this smaller table. This is where I film my cash stuffings or any overhead videos that you see from me. So much of what is in this room is from Amazon. So if anything interests you that I'm talking about, go ahead and check the descriptions. I will link everything that I can find. Most of it is from Amazon, but even if it's not from Amazon, I will still list it. This new little clock that I have is from Amazon. And then I have my iPad and another camera there, and then my filming lights, one of my printers, the other printer. Both of these printers are new to me. I really love this HP OfficeJet Pro 8025E. That's what I'm currently using for my actual orders and things. And then for this Canon, I tried it out. I was hoping I would love it. I really don't love the quality as much as I love HP, so I'm using that to print order slips. I didn't want to just like waste the printer, and I missed the window to return it, so I'm still keeping it just for order slips. This is where the majority of my work stuff is. I do have 2 cutting machines at this point, and then if you guys have seen past videos, you've seen this before. This is just a smaller shower rod, and I put all of my order stickers on it. I have a little pile over here in the corner. That's stuff that needs to get cut, and that is the little guillotine that I used to cut things. And then of course my desk. So my desk is probably rearranged since you guys saw it last time too. I have this arm little thing also from Amazon, but it holds up the monitor, gets it off of the desk, so it just gives me some more space and some more room. And the last part of the room, that is where a lot of my packing materials are. A lot of the things that I sell are now just kind of crammed into this closet area. And then I do have a storage unit as well where I hold other office supplies, other things from the shop. The only other thing in here is I do have this from Amazon. Not the biggest fan. I will link one that I prefer below, but basically it's a little clock, so I'll give myself 20 minutes. So like for example, if I give myself 20 minutes, this clock will count down. It will beep once it's over, so I know like, okay, it's time to move on to the next task. I really do like it. It beeps so loud. Like even the lower volume setting is just way too loud. So I will link some other ones that I might suggest instead. And then this whiteboard is where I will write daily tasks. So I'll do a little daily task list, if you will, and then I'll just erase it off once I'm done with the list. And then the other things down here are whenever I'm creating orders, I might put one of my branding stickers on it. So those are just my branding stickers that go on individual items. It's hung up here just to be easy access. And then typically here I would have one of these worksheets that I created that just shares, you know, some of the tips, some of the work hours, things that I got done. Right now I need a new work list, and I'm kind of revising how I want to keep up with my work list. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with work by the hour, which is what I was doing. I was trying to do like a 40-hour work week. I am a mom who wears many hats, so is it my goal really to do 40 hours per week? So I go back and forth between that. For now, I just have my goals for the year. I have my family goals, financial, self-care, and then YouTube goals. I will link below the video where I went over those goals, but this is just here to remind me sort of what those goals are. Keep my mind on what is most important to me. I'm feeling a lot better now that the office is organized. Like I said, the rest of the house really needs some work as well. I'm gonna put that off for now though, because I really wanna focus on quarterly goals. So let's get started on that. Okay, this may be familiar to some of you who have been following me for a while. Last year for 2022, I did my yearly goals on note cards. I did not do that this year. This year I did just a list for my yearly goals, and then my intention is to break it up each quarter and put it into more manageable bites. For example, instead of saying I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, my yearly goal was to set better routines for myself and for my family. Like I left the yearly goals open, very open-ended, and the idea is during the quarterly goals, I will be setting more intentional, specific goals. Just like last year, I am gonna be using the note cards again. If you guys did not see last year's video, I will go ahead and link it below. Oh, I should have made this a little bit smaller. Last year, I did some handwriting and I used some stickers. This year, just to keep things simple for me, I am gonna be using stickers. Next year, I have a fun idea that I would like to launch and show you guys, but for this year, I did just create some stickers to use for myself. So this is goals for 2023, but I'm breaking it up by the quarter. So I like setting goals on note cards because this is something you can easily just wrap a hair tie around or whatever, and you can bring this with you in your bag and kind of look over your goals and remind yourself of your purpose. So for 2023 quarter one goals, I'm going to break those down into several different groups. I do have self-care, family, financial, and then YouTube goals. So we're going to start with self-care, and move our way down the list. And I'm going to talk to you guys about what my specific goals are for each category. So starting with self-care, goal 1 for self-care is to 1, work on my skincare routine. I don't have a skincare routine. That is just, so if it comes to any kind of a self-care routine, I really don't have it. So I thought I would start with the basics, one of those being just general skincare. So I've given myself the permission and the expectation that I will spend $100 on skincare this first quarter of the year. So I am using up current products that I have. And in addition to spending $100, I'm spending some time sort of educating myself on skincare, what my specific skin type might benefit from. And I'm going to be purchasing some things that I feel are lacking in my current lineup, as well as really just focusing on educating myself this first quarter. But I've given myself permission to spend $100 on self-care once I really educate myself this quarter and figure out what is kind of lacking and what I need, like I said. Another thing for self-care that I really want to do this first quarter is to get a haircut. It is my yearly intention or goal to get a haircut every single quarter. So of course I put haircut on this first quarter list because I need to make it happen. So keeping this fresh on my mind, I did go ahead and put haircut and give it its own little card. So I will remind myself that I have to get a haircut this very first quarter. It is part of my goals. And the last thing for self-care is to celebrate hitting $1 from my business, to celebrate that like money milestone by getting myself a piece of jewelry. Now, I am not somebody who has any nice jewelry. All of my jewelry is costume jewelry. I'm looking for a piece that's maybe $100, maybe $200. I have been looking at some that you guys suggested to me. So I want to do that in the very first quarter. That is a yearly goal of mine. So again, just breaking up some of those yearly goals that we already talked about, breaking them into smaller chunks. So then, for example, self-care for quarter 2, we might move away from skincare since we focused on that the first quarter, and then we might focus on makeup or eyelashes or something different. So that is self-care for quarter 1. And then let's move on to our family goals. Also, I do want to mention I am purposely leaving one side blank. So if I want to write little notes to myself or draw something on the back, whatever, these cards are going to be staying with me. They're going to be in my purse with, just like my wallet stays with me, these cards will be staying with me. So if I have an additional picture or idea or something that I feel like might motivate me, I am keeping the back of these blank so that I can write little notes to myself or what have you. Okay, so sorry guys if that has been off focus this whole time. Next, for family goals, that is mostly stuff for me and the kids, and I really just have 2 goals for that. One is I want to start cooking with them at least 1 time a week. Now, the intention for 2023 is that by the end of the year, we will be cooking together twice a week, but just to start out for this first quarter, I want to be cooking with them 1 time per week. And the only other family goal I have is to clean together for 30 minutes per day. So the cooking one, they very much enjoy cooking. They want to cook with me. They don't necessarily want to clean with me, but for my own sanity and for freeing up some more family quality time, it would be very helpful to have them helping me out. And we just clean together as a family. So I made a little card for that as something I want to keep on my list of to-dos and to master this very first quarter of 2023. So that is self-care and family. Let's move on to arguably 2 of the most exciting categories, which is financial and then YouTube. Okay, so financial goals for this very first quarter. First one is going to be to save $2,000. So my goal for 2023 is to save $10,000 by the end of the year. So again, just kind of breaking that up, I will say, because I don't have a steady paycheck, January, February, March, as far as what I'm doing on YouTube in the space that I inhabit here, the first quarter tends to be the slowest. Is it like that for all businesses? It may be just a general like self-employed thing, but so I didn't break that up completely evenly amongst the quarters, but during this first quarter, I just want to save $2,000. If I could do that, then we are well on our way to save $10,000 for the year. The final financial goal is to get financially literate. So I want to read a book every single month. So for this quarter, I do have 3 books already picked out. This is something, I've been saying this for a little while. It is going to happen, guys. But if you are a member of the YouTube channel, you will start seeing me post pretty soon about the very first book for month 1. That is going to be on the community tab, and it's going to be for members only. If you're not a member, you won't see these posts, but we're just going to be reading through those books together. I'm going to try to do a live every single month for every single book. So just at the end of the month, we can discuss the book together. I think being financially literate is very, very important, and certainly holds a space in mastering your finances, if you will. So that is very important to me. Moving right along to YouTube goals. So we have 3 goals for this one for quarter 1. Okay, first goal for YouTube is I would like to post 3 videos per week and at least 1 short per week. So I am trying to do 3 videos that are not a short, and then in addition to doing those 3, to do a short. Well, some weeks, y'all know, I get busy. So some weeks in those 3 videos, one of them might be a short. My goal though is at least 3 videos per week, one of them being a short, or 3 videos plus a short. Next goal for YouTube for this first quarter is to focus on my niche. Don't get too distracted. I want to make sure I'm focusing on budgeting, routines, and planning. This video I am considering on topic because we are doing kind of this planning segment, and we're talking about goal setting and stuff like that is very important to me. So as long as I'm sticking to budgeting and routines and planning in my videos, I'm considering us on topic. Let me know if you guys feel the same. Very last goal is that for the year, I would like to hit 50,000 subscribers. So I'm just kind of keeping that intention in my brain and keeping that goal there. I think you can't get too hung up on the members, but for me specifically, if I think about what I'm trying to grow to, it puts me in a space where I'm putting out a little bit more quality content. I'm putting a little more thought into things instead of just throwing up a video to appease my current audience. Does that make sense? So while my goal for the year is 50,000 subscribers, my goal for this first quarter is 40,000 subscribers. That math doesn't exactly equal out if you think, in this first quarter, I'm trying to get 40 and I'm only at 32 right now, but I'm going to shoot for the moon on this one. I am going to try to get to 40,000 subscribers in this first 3 months. And at the end of this quarter, we are going to check in and see how I did on all of these goals. But it was fun to create this today, and I'm glad that I have these cards done because like I said, now I can put these cards in my bag. I can keep an eye on them and remember what I'm trying to do, remember those goals, and be motivated. If you guys have set your own quarterly goals, let me know what some of your most important goals are. Let me know if you are somebody that likes to do a full canvas of your goals. If you like to have note cards, how do you like to set these things up? Would you guys believe me if I told you that I fell asleep at 8 p.m. and then I woke up wide awake at 1? So here I am working. You would probably believe it because I look like terrible. This is something that I've been doing lately. I'm gonna close this vlog here, but I did just want to share. I don't know what it is lately, but I sleep a solid 5 hours and then I'm wide awake and ready to move on to the next thing, and my kids of course are asleep. So I woke up at 1 a.m. wide awake. I have been editing this video and realized I didn't even close it out. So I wanted to make a little closing, a little exit here, but I did want to share with you guys too. So I've already, okay, now you guys can see. So I've already written my list for today of what I'm working on. So I did go ahead and edit this video. That was my first thing to do. And then I'm gonna set my weekly plan. It is now Wednesday morning, technically. In my weekly planner, I haven't even set that yet. So I'm gonna set that up this morning. I'm gonna shower and get ready for the day, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do orders. So while it is a little bit stressful whenever my sleep is this much out of track, I do love it because I homeschool. So today is a day that I have the kids. So I basically get to get all of my work stuff done. I get to get everything done for me. I get to go ahead and shower and get ready and then work on orders, do some editing so that my day with the boys is I get the full day with them. I'm not gonna lie, it is not uncommon for me to fall asleep on the sofa for a couple of hours around 4 p.m. just trying to catch up on a little bit of sleep. But it's kind of nice. One of my intentions for the year was to get on schedule, so I don't know what that looks like for me yet. Right now, it is absolutely chaotic, but I just wanted to come on and say good night, good morning. I am going to go ahead and upload this video. If you liked content like this, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. So that's it for today's video. As always, I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.